Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Wednesday, March the 6th. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risk and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. Set that aside. We do have a crude oil inventory report today coming up at 10:30, so we'll go to about 10:15 on this session. And the market is open, and we got into this short on the YM that went full loss on us. So that is going to be that was a 44 tick risk. We have a new short. So down 88. That short triggers in. I also have a long trade on crude. Just a short that was a full stop out earlier. So we're waiting for, we did trigger into the short, and it's taking some heat on the YM. This could be a trending day, it looks like. But we follow the system. Some days will be losers. Most days will be positive. Right, we also have some activity in unleaded gas that we need to take a look at. And wow, that first trade is almost certainly avoidable. 14 seconds, and it just barely ticked, one tick beyond the entry. I would say that's a no trade. Then we take a full loss. We hit, actually, yeah, we take a full loss. We got 13 ticks there. On the micro Russells, And now we're in the short on the micro Russell, getting to money management. So now looking for target 3. All right, trailing and targets 3 and 4, 71.6 for the trailer. Pound Aussie is also it did get in sync with that short trade. All four targets, actually target 1 was not actionable, so 2 positions at target 2. Target 3 and 4, and still trailing at 456. 70.1 on the micro Russell. YM short getting target 1. So let's see what that one was. That one's going to be fairly sizable. Yeah, 46 ticks. So we're down 42. We need to get the trailer to target 1 or slightly beyond. Actually, it's a little bit beyond to get positive. Stop now at 807. Possible stop and reverse. On crude. And we did trigger short on crude. $69.1 on the micro Russell. We'll come back to unleaded shortly. 787 for the YM. That's going to be enough to get us positive. Okay. Taking some heat on that now. We did get target 1 and far enough beyond to get us positive. Still trying to stay in that. Yeah, I would stay with 787, even though we had a potential stop and reverse at 7. It would technically have been at 786, but I would stay with the 787. It got to 785, so either one would have kept us in the short trade. The long trade would have been a full stop out now. Now soybeans had a get in sync short here from way back here. The long trade, so it had a possible short or long coming in. probably the, let's see, where would we have, yeah, this would be the trade right here. That would be the latest setup. Would still have been valid when we did hit the entry. We never hit the entry on the long trade. Just hit target on that one for 11 ticks. And our stop, this is an add-on trade, so our stop would be done manually 45 3/4. $67.5 now for the micro Russell stop. And the YM is actually still trailing. And would now be at 757. YM definitely going to be power of quitting. 67.5 for, no, 67.6 for the micro Russell. All right, we go 1, 2, and this is trade number 3. That's going to be an exit point. I would push that up a couple of I would go ahead up to 80, just leave the stop at 81. That's 76 with the high of the day at 77. I'd want to get a couple of ticks above that. 79, and then your key level to the full stop. So I would leave the full stop on here, this being the last trade of the day, or the last trade of this session. And the YM stop, or not the YM, micro Russell stops out. And the YM stops out let's see, balance line 738, 741. Yep, and we got up to around 44, so the YM is done. Pound Aussie at 446 for the stop. And let's see what unleaded has done. Unleaded initially takes a full stop out, just like crude did. 64 tick risk, 128 tick loss. And we pick up a partial. Target 1 winner took a winner. Target 2 just gets the partial entry at 484, trailing out at 451. 33 times 2, 66 ticks. So that leaves us 62 that we need to pick up. And we get the long trade, goes to target 2 for 79, and that's going to get us positive and a solid trailer. So unleaded, positive session after the initial loss. And let's pull up the micro NQ here. Now, since unleaded is complete, 9:34 start. And that, yep, so yeah, plenty of time to get in that. You pick up a break even, that's a break even on the first trade. Second trade is a full loss, stopping and reversing at the stop, the full stop out. And currently working on the short. All right. Soybeans looking for target. Whoops. Get back down here. Looking for target 2. Just a tick away. 140. It's like 141 3/4. Or 1141 3/4. 446 for the pound Aussie stop. We are surviving in the short on crude. Using the full stop out at 81, or the original stop at 81. And target 2 on soybeans. Do say hello in the chat. And money management. So we come 1 tick below the original stop on the long trade. So that'll be 83 3/4. And looking to reach down to target 2. Crude trying to come back. Did touch the stop, or did touch the unadjusted entry on the long trade. But essentially ignoring that trade, since we wouldn't be taking the trade anyway. And it's 1 tick below the session high. So I would want to push it at least a couple of ticks above the session high. And then we're just 2 more ticks up to the plotted stop, and that would be a proper key level adjustment as well. So stop on crude still sitting at 81. And we have a long trade on the Russell. Still short on the micro NQ and short on crude. All right, our next and the stop now, trailing stop on soybeans has caught up with where our break-even stop was on the add-on trade, so we can start using that. And 1140 flat for target 3. YM is done. Soybeans will be one and done, and we did stop, and there's this, no, not quite. Yeah, we did stop out of the third crude trade, so that is a losing session. Full loss, stop and reverse loss, and then a third full loss, small stop and reverse loss, and a third full loss. Actually, that 1145 flat for the soybeans trailer. $4.41 for the pound Aussie. And we are trailing, and we did touch the money management. It's at least 14 ticks because of the wick on the long trades. Stop is going to come up to break even. $68.2 for the stop on the micro Russell M2K. Next week we should be rolling to June on our market indices. That still solidly on March for the moment on the micro Russell. Micro NQ, yeah, still solidly on March as well, and stopping out for a break even on the micro Russell. Target 2 achieved on the micro NQ, getting within 2 ticks of target 3 on soybeans. This is a beige book day. All right, there is the starting to trail on the micro NQ. 65.5. Let's see where target 3 sits us. And we just hit target 3 on the micro NQ. 44.5 for soybeans. And 437 for the for the pound Aussie. Short trade on the micro Russell. 60 flat on the micro NQ trailer. See where our next target is. Looks like about 32. Target 4 is, yep, 32 flat. Have to work down through the 200 to get there. 200 EMA. And we did trigger in on the micro Russell. So micro Russell is short. $4.33 now for the pound Aussie. And micro Russell hitting target 4, stopping out on the trailer at 31.5 and now going long. Soybeans and the micro Russell went long as well. Full loss on the short. And we have money management and target 3, so that's a winning trade. And the stop at 64.6. 64.7, excuse me. Entry would have been 64.6. Micro Russell stops out for break even. Micro NQ taking heat, but actually taking another run at the 50 now, looks like. Fed Chair Powell speaking currently. So the market may react to, and looks like we did take a full stop out on the micro NQ. So that's 2 losses and a strong win. Two break evens. Oh, 1 break even, 2 losses, and a strong win. So 4 trades in the book, 5 trades in the books. Short trade now on the micro NQ. And in the short on the micro NQ, still looking for a 40 flat for target 3 on soybeans. Money management on a slightly larger trade on the micro NQ. 21 and a quarter for the stop. Micro Russell into a short as well. Target 1 at 61.2. And that's a sizable trade again. Big wick on the setup, so we'll take profit at target 2 as well. Target 1 for break even. We're already trailing 64.1. And 431 for the pound Aussie stop. One and done trade with a nice trailer. One tick away from target 3 on soybeans. And target 2 on the micro NQ. 63.2 for the, actually 62.3 now for the micro Russell stop. There is target 2. Because this is a big trade, we'll take target 2 and 3. Oh, excuse me, there is target 2 on the micro NQ. I was premature there. That was the fixed target. That purple dot, magenta dot. There is a reversing trade, but we certainly will not take that. We're going to be positive on this. On the pound Aussie. Reversing trade at 431, but we will not take that. That's just an exit point at this point, which is where the trailing stop already is. Trailing stop did not move because the bar closed above the balance line. And there's a stop out on the micro NQ. So target 2 and a decent trailer. 2 wins, and here is Final trade of the day is going to be a long trade. Okay, the stop is at 79 and session open was at 978 flat, so I would go 977.50 for the stop. Russell with a long trade, stopping out after getting, looks like it may have gotten target 3. Target 3 was 58.2. Looks like it hit it on the nose. Yep, got to exactly 58.2 and stopped out at 61.6. And that looks like it may be a break even on the long. Target 1 is 63.7. Oops, how many? And it's only 1.1, so we need 3 ticks beyond it. Which we just got now. 64 flat. Yeah, we had not gotten up to that, so we are still in this trade. Stop now at 62.7 and target 3, so there's another winner. Okay, that was a soybeans got within 1 tick of target. That would be a trade for profit. And pound Aussie stopped out at 431. So $63.9 for the micro Russell stop and hitting target 4. Stop at 43 3/4 on soybeans. Should be the last position. Should have picked up. We got within 1, so it, say pick up 2 less than targets. 22, 11, 17, and 22. 28, 28, 50 ticks. So we're almost at 13 points, 12.5 points, and the stop is at 43 3/4 from the entry at 46. So 9 ticks there, or 2 1/4 points. So 14 3/4 points so far. If we stop out here on soybeans, looks like a stop on the micro Russell $65.9. Yeah, we definitely got there. So 1, 2 wins. That was a third win, 3 wins. One loss. There's 4 wins. Actually, I traded too far in this one. We got our 4 wins, or 6 trades. I think we got our 4 wins today. But a really successful day on the Micro Russell. And full stop out on the Micro NQ. And I think that's the final trade of the day on it. Yeah, there's 934. That was a break even. Full loss. Winner for 3. Full loss for 4. Winner for 5. And a full loss for 6. So that was three losses, but two nice, really nice winners. So, break-even type session today. And the only thing we have still going then is soybeans, and that's just waiting for the trailer. 14 3/4 points in hand with the trailer at the current level, but still short. And it's time to call this a morning, and we'll close this session out and reopen a new session for the crude oil inventory report. So I'll be back in right around 10 minutes. So we will see everybody in just a few minutes.